Welcome, friend. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm Agatha, and today I want to talk to you about what was most recently my latest hyperfixation. As a fiber artist, if you are also, you know how it is. You can't just be a fan of one fiber art without eventually really wanting to get into other fiber arts. I want to talk to you about embroidery. I did not learn how to embroider as a child. I was taught how to cross stitch. I always enjoyed it a lot, but I hadn't done it in a very long time. If you noticed what I'm wearing, this is my Bappa tee. This is my most recent project, at least as of today. And if you watched my latest video, you heard all about it. If you haven't, go check that out in the top right corner, wherever that is. However, I knew that this project was going to take me a little too long, and I needed something for my next upload date, which, surprise, surprise, I missed that upload date. But I thought that what I could do for that video was to do some embroidery on my Uniqlo bag. This is I think like the ultra mini Uniqlo bag, and it's so freaking cute. I love it so much. It is so small, yet it fits so much. The only problem, teensy problem, not a problem at all. It was a little too plain. So I thought that it would be really fun to do some embroidery on it. Lo and behold, I got way too excited with it. One of the things that I wanted to do, which was my original plan, was to do some granny stitches on the strap. They're so cute. Ignore the end, okay? Ignore the end. The granny stitches look so cute. They took so freaking long, which is why I only did 3. But then what I did was, with the leftover floss, I made some French knots all over the body of the bag. And I still have like the needle attached to it. Basically, what I think I'm gonna do with this bag is, I don't think I'm gonna make any more granny stitches. They take so long. Also because, I'm just not an embroiderer. I feel like for someone who is a lot more into that, these would not take long at all, but they took me so freaking long. Also because I just want them to be perfect. But I just had so much fun working with embroidery floss. I loved it so much. I want to continue working on my bag so that it is just super personalized. But in the meantime, one of the things that I wanted to do was to play around a little bit more with the embroidery flosses that I had bought. Basically what happened was I learned real freaking fast why DMC floss is the embroidery floss of choice for anyone who does this as an ongoing hobby, because I bought a kit of a lot of different embroidery flosses at Walmart that were super, super cheap. And now I understand why they're so cheap. They just simply do not flow as easily. They're not as easy to thread on the needle. They're not as glossy as the DMC floss. So what I figured was, I still want to make something with that floss, even if it's not using it on my bag, even though, all of this is the Walmart embroidery floss. But I have never made friendship bracelets. Actually, where I grew up, what you would call friendship bracelets in the US were just bracelets. I think I want to learn how to make them today. So that's what this video is all about. We're going to make friendship bracelets. And I've already binge watched a bunch of videos, of course. Let's see how fast I can make some bracelets. I feel like for this, now that I'm done with the intro, I can put my hair up. So I feel like I'm going to need it. I'm going to go into hyper focus mode probably. So I've already watched, like I mentioned, a bunch of videos on how to make these why is it such a hard word? Friendship bracelets. And of course, I already know which ones I want to make, and they are not like the super, super, super beginner friendly ones. So let's see how this goes. I need to find the videos again, actually. So I am actually already wearing a handmade bracelet that I bought, honestly, probably 12 years ago. They're made out of leather straps. You probably can't see that very well since I'm using my front facing camera, but they're just like two leather straps kind of braided together. So cute. It's just so simple, yet it just goes so well with my personality. I love it so much. I think I want to try to make something similar to this. I think I want to make the chevron looking bracelet. And I think that we should really. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna rewatch a video, figure out how many colors I need, and then we will be back. Okay, so I think I've figured which video I want to try to follow. I'm gonna do this video called How to Make Chevron Friendship Bracelet by Yarnivora. It was released a year ago. It's got 1.4 million views, and the comments are not bad. So hopefully that means that this is a good tutorial. I need 3 colors, and they need to be 180 centimeters each. So I'm gonna let's do that together. And you guys let me know if it is humanly possible to keep your flosses in an organized manner, because that is not how I'm doing it right now. I oh my god, it's such a mess. Don't look at it. Um so I have a bunch of colors. I think that to start, I might want to make black, dark blue, and blue. I feel like that could be really cute. Just to start, just to see how it goes, just something fairly neutral and cute. I also have these DMC flosses, but I don't know if I want to use them on friendship bracelets. Let me just start with this Walmart floss. Let me get some tape and let's get situated. So, as I am measuring this, I wanted to ask you guys, if you are not from the US or if you have like a different cultural background or anything, do you guys have like a name for these type of bracelets? Because I'm not entirely sure why they're called friendship bracelets in the US. Yeah, where I grew up in Latin America, these are literally just called artisan. Oh, they're not called artisan bracelets. They're just bracelets made by artisans, like handmade. So yeah, they're just artisan. How do you say that in English? Artisan bracelets. That's such a weird word in English. Artisan. It's not one that you hear very often, at least around here. So yeah, let me know what these type of bracelets are called, or how do you know them, and if you know why they're called friendship bracelets in the US, let me know. Also, if you are not in the US but they are still called friendship bracelets where you are, that would be interesting also. I get the impression that these got super popular during the Eras tour for Taylor Swift. But I thought that the Swifties were more likely to make like charm bracelets instead of these type of braided macrame type bracelets. But I guess I could be wrong. Oh my god, what a mess. This embroidery floss is just so rough. Another thing that I would really love to learn how to do is sashiko embroidery. If you haven't heard about sashiko embroidery, it is a type of embroidery done in Japan where basically it is just like an ornamental type of embroidery to add structure and strength to a fabric. It's not just for looks, it's also for to make a fabric more durable. But they have the prettiest designs. It just looks like so much fun. I would love to get more into embroidery, but honestly, crochet and knitting takes enough time. There's not enough time in the day if you work a full-time job and you have other responsibilities, like, everyone, right? To do all of the crafts that I want to do. Okay, so we are done with the measuring, and I folded these in half like oh my god, these are so long. Look at these colors. I think they look so good together. Holy smokes. Actually, this was a really good color combination, I think. Is that too big of a loop? No, it looks good compared to the video. Okay, let's tape this down. Hold up. Should I do it further up? Maybe I'll tape it to my laptop to give me a lot of surface area to work with. All right, we are ready for business. Let's take a sip of our tea. Let me know what you're drinking, what you're working on. Are you working on any projects right now? Or are you just, I don't know, doing the dishes or something? I mean, it would be kind of weird if you were just sitting down in silence watching this video. If that's what you're doing, good for you. But I don't know. I can't stop. I can't not multitask when I'm watching YouTube videos. This kind of feels. I've never done macrame. I'm sure that this is maybe what macrame is like. But honestly, this reminds me of tatting. Because in tatting, you're also just making different types of knots. Two types of knots over and over. In different arrangements to do different designs. Okay, let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, so it's just gonna look like that at the end. Okay, and then after that, we'll just figure out how to braid the end of our bracelet. So, I'm gonna go do this and watch some YouTube videos in the meantime. You know what? Maybe I'll watch my sister and brother-in-law play some video games instead. So I'm gonna go do that, and I will meet you guys right here in a little bit. Alright, guys, here we are. I finished my first little bracelet. It came out so nice. I love these colors. And actually, I was talking with my brother-in-law and another friend about these type of bracelets and how I was making them. And they're like, "Oh, you're making beach bracelets." Because I had forgotten we really only see these type of bracelets at the beach. So I finished a beach bracelet. I guess that's what I'm gonna be calling it. It came out so cute. I might have made it a little too long, honestly. I wasn't exactly sure when to finish doing the chevron thing. It's a little definitely too big on me, but I think it'll be just fine for my husband. I think that he'll like it. I made almost like an adjustable strap kind of situation. I think it kind of works. Yeah, it kind of works. It's cute. I think I'll try to make another one. Maybe I'll make it with like black and grays. And I'll make it shorter so that I can actually wear it. But I'm really happy with how this came out. This took me 2 hours. So that's pretty good. I had a lot of fun. I'm really excited to keep trying to make more bracelets. But that is all for today. This is a simple, quick little video. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing, doing all of the things. But in any case, I hope that I will see you in the next video. Hasta la próxima. Ciao.